is Rory Stouffer, and I am from Lake of the Woods Employment Action Project in Kenora, Ontario. I joined the employment services sector basically right out of my undergrad degree. So I've now been in this role for over 4 years, about 4.5. Prior to this, I had some experience working with youth in social services. So my main motivation in this job was trying to find something that was helping people in some capacity. At the time, I was looking to gain more experience with coaching individuals, counseling them, and was really attracted to this sector as it was all about helping people achieve their goals. What I didn't know was that all the other opportunities that would present themselves throughout my experience working here. So obviously I gained a lot of counseling skills, coaching skills, gained strong relationships with my colleagues, with clients, and just relationship building skills. And celebrating a lot of client wins, which has been really rewarding. I also got to be engaged with lots of community events. So through workshops, community resource fairs, we have driven around to lots of the different local First Nations to do community outreach out there. So that has been really rewarding, and I really have developed a love for community involvement, even teaching in some aspects, because we do a lot of teaching through workshops, and gained a lot of confidence public speaking, which is very valuable. Since starting 4.5 years ago, I started as a resource advisor, and then I quickly moved into the employment advisor position for about 3 years. And now I am working as our acting program coordinator for just shy of a year. So I love that I've been able to work in different roles. I work directly with the public, and now I've kind of transitioned into helping new staff grow their confidence doing that job, and working more alongside the community and marketing aspect of it. As an employment advisor, I was responsible for all one-on-one client interactions. So that started with client intake and assessment, which was a really great starting point to kind of meet clients, meet them where they're at, discuss their backgrounds, their goals, any life stabilization aspects that they maybe want to talk about. And really just kind of identifying their employment goals. And sometimes that would be, I really want this job, but other times it would be like, what is your dream job, and how do you think you might be able to get there? What education do you require to get there? Is it feasible at this time to start taking steps in that direction? So then once we go through the intake and assessment, then we start setting up a plan to start putting it into action. So identifying places they might want to work, breaking down how we can get them there. I've helped clients with, subsidized placements, shopping for their big interview or maybe their first day at a new job. I've done resume and cover letter building with clients, a lot of resume and cover letter building, and even just kind of starting from zero and exploring what careers are out there, what careers are local, what careers are, outside of Kenora area. Also, along with the client aspect of it, we're also responsible for updating our in-office job boards, discussing, hiring needs with local employers, going to community resource fairs, facilitating community workshops has been a big aspect of my job, and also helping them with funding applications for Better Jobs Ontario, and even just getting enrolled into the program that they're seeking for education. So it's kind of a lot of different things all in one, and the day-to-day is, different every day. As I've moved into the program coordinator role, I am a little more focused on the employment services team as a whole. So these days it kind of looks like reviewing client files, giving advice to advisors on potential referrals for clients or potential resources that we can get them set up with. And also a lot of community outreach and marketing. So I now manage our social media and assist with marketing campaigns, set up events with local organizations, and have a little bit more background into back-end stuff. So I've had the pleasure of having many client successes, which is really rewarding, and it really is the most fulfilling part of this job. When someone comes in the door, they're often feeling a little lost. Potentially they don't know what their skills are, they don't know where they want to go next, or don't even have a goal in general. So that can be really fun, just walking them through the process and you know, discovering things about them that they didn't think was true. Especially like clients will come in and say they don't think they have any communication skills, they're shy, and they'll be able to like talk to me and articulate all these different things about themselves. So it's really fun to be able to tell them like, no, this is something you're great at and you could use this in your future career. One of the more memorable client success stories that I've had was a few years ago, and it was with a older lady. She was about 65, and she had been working in the same career for a long time, and was kind of wrongfully terminated after there was new management changeover. So naturally she was feeling quite lost and kind of like she didn't know what to do next. She knows she needed to keep working because she still had lots of energy and she still had bills to pay, but she was feeling like her confidence was really down. So really we just built a strong rapport. We became, really got to know each other quite well. And we didn't end up applying to a ton of places because she kind of had an idea of what she wanted her life to look like, but we managed to get her in at a place that she really loved. And she's still been there. She's been working there for 2.5 years now. And she really felt like she had a second chance, which was really rewarding to work with her. If you're looking into a new career path, or maybe just getting started in your career, I would definitely consider employment services sector. There's lots of opportunity for growth, for learning new skills. It's, getting into the job is low academic requirements, which is awesome. So maybe if you're just graduating, you can enter this kind of role. It's a very fulfilling and rewarding job working with people and getting to know your local community and local job market. And the skills that you learn along the way are really invaluable and you can take them with you everywhere. So that's it.